Hey everybody, and welcome back to BerCrew Studios Plays EU4. I'm your host Nems. We are back in our Brandenburg campaign, and I am going to apologize right away because you guys are actually missing some of what happened. And the reason for that is that we had a corruption in our recording software. So you guys missed about 10 or 15 years. Let me catch you up on what you missed. We vassalized Saxe-Lauenburg peacefully, or we're in the midst of it. Except now we're moving away from it because we're not the same religion. We will enforce religious unity on them once we have an imperial authority, and we'll fix that. Meanwhile, war was declared between Silesia and Bohemia. There's been some land taken. We forced Hesse to give back mines. For the most part, that should catch you up. Nothing major really occurred in that episode. So, welcome back. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the series, please leave a like down below. Helps us out immensely. And if you really want to give some feedback, we encourage you to do so. We love feedback. Please do. I'm going to go ahead and unpause, but I'm going to turn it back down to 3 because a bunch of pop-ups are coming. So, military access, all that normal stuff. We're waiting right now because we're going to take the military tech. I don't want to fall behind on military tech, so that is a thing. Now, we are looking at the missions. There's nothing too great there. Our marriage to Austria just went away. That's fine. They'll ask for it again. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so we were gonna plot before the thing crashed kind of our next moves, and I'm tempted. Let's take a look at a few things. So we've got 34 princes and 6 cities. So the amount of princes impacts our force limit, and it impacts our manpower, which we have a pretty hefty amount of it, 49,000. Not quite for military tech yet. So what I started to do last time was I was thinking about just starting to fabricate on Silesia, which is still a thing we can do. We could also do something against Saxony because they're kind of on the downswing. So that's not a terrible idea. We can also go after Brunswick. They are not an elector, so I really don't care as much about Brunswick. And then we could also go after what are these guys? Verdun? Yeah, Verdun. So, but first we're gonna do the vassalization as soon as we can. We're just waiting to actually get some imperial authority, which right now we're having some issues with. We did the other thing we did last episode was we did institute the second reform, which gives us a diplomat and diplo rep, and it gives our members negative unrest. Now the reason we're losing all this is because of religious factors. And it looks like somebody took some more land. Who was it? It was Silesia. So I'm going to demand Plzeň back. They're going to say yes because they have to. I believe this was a core of theirs, so I don't think I can demand that back. Yeah, it's a core. Alright, so Silesia hates our guts, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and start fabricating on them. Or I already am, I'm sorry. But I think I'm going to actually attack them. Their allies are Ulm, Nuremberg, and Venice, and that means that I really don't care, because I'm not really afraid of any of those guys, so that's fine. In the meantime, we could take the Diplotech, and I may. We're still a little ahead. We could also go with the Diplo idea for our next idea if we wanted to, but I'm thinking humanists might be the way to go here, because of the situation with our religious, all the religious stuff that we're about to deal with. So, humanism gives me a lot of things that will help me throughout this time. And all right, I'm going to start down that tree. We're going to take the religious unity one right away. That will help us as any of our things flip over. We're at 106% for now. We'll allow some more access. We could embrace the Counter-Reformation, but I don't want to do that right now, because if we want to become Prussia, we have to actually become Protestant. But we're too late to become a center of trade, or center of Reformation, so because their center reformations are all established for both Reformed and Protestant. So we're going to have to let it happen somewhat naturally. Is what it is. Alright. What else do we want to do here? We are focusing Diplo, so I think I'm going to change that focus to admin while we're in this idea group. And then I'm going to take the Conquer Cilicia Ment, because that gives us the claims right away. So let's get our armies in place to go deal with Cilicia. And I guess the question is, do we want to call any of our allies in? Trier, Palatinate, and Poland would all come. Let's check our favors real quick with those guys. We got plenty with Palatinate, or I'm sorry, Trier. We've got a decent amount with Palatinate. Poland, we've got some. They actually want those provinces though, so I kind of don't want to call them in for that reason. But what I'll probably do is go ahead and call in Trier and the Palatinate just to help deal with some of these guys. And we'll take Glogau as our conquest CB here. I move my troops into position, and then we'll go. Alright, call in. Glogau. War were declared. The forts are our strength, or nope, we want a siege, because man, we are a hostile and warmongering nation. So why the heck not? Cilicia is probably going to go try to get Trier and Palatinate out of the war. We will show them why that's not a great idea. Probably not going to get there in time to reinforce the Palatinate, but we will still go ahead and jump in on these guys. So we've got higher base morale, discipline's identical. Our general's a 2-3, theirs is a 5-2. The fire phase at this point in the game is not that significant, so we should be able to win that battle, which we did. And then they're gonna retreat way to where I have no idea. We'll go to Nuremberg and start sieging that now. Alright. So they probably went to Ulm. We'll start sieging Nuremberg down. We'll get Nuremberg, Ulm, and Venice out of the war fairly quickly here. We are facing a similar amount of troops, but it's not identical by any stretch. Alright. So I'm going to add some more infantry there. We still have, well, we are over our force limit, so probably wasn't the greatest of ideas. Let me get rid of that. Alright, more of our provinces are starting to convert, and that's actually fine. We're going to have to league war up at some point. We may just have to decide we're not going to be the emperor because we want to be Protestant, but I don't know. Like, part of me doesn't want to do that. Alrighty then. Where are we at here? We're just about done with Nuremberg, and then we can piece them out. There's Nuremberg. They will win out immediately. War reps and money, and sure. On to Ulm. I'll have to make sure their army's not in Ulm proper before we get there. They're not. Alright. Oh, they're actually sieging their province back. That's cute. Let's just go right there and attack them with our 2-1-1, which is probably not the greatest of ideas, but I think our troops are good enough that we should be alright. I thought wrong. Especially with Ulm en route to support. So we'll retreat to Ulm so we can combine our armies. But it could call Poland in. That's a thing. just feel it's unnecessary. Alright, let's combine these guys for now, and I'm gonna go attack these troops, and we're gonna finish dealing with their armies first, and then we'll finish sieging Silesia, and then we'll go deal with Ulm. And then maybe Venice? Venice has some rebel issues. So I just would like to get there before they get that fort, which I may not be able to do. Oh good, they missed it. Alright, well. You'll notice Silesia has a decent morale, 3.7, ours is 4.3. They have a much better, well they did have a much better general. We've got a 3 shock general, so that's certainly helpful. So, beat them there, and then let's go deal with the Ulm troops. We went into this fight with very low morale compared to the Ulm troops, so our base morale is down to 4.4, and part of that is due to war exhaustion, or not war exhaustion, but because we are just in a fight, so. Alright, well, they're all going to retreat to Ulm now, which is fine. We'll go help. Actually, we'll just sit here. Where do we have a good supply limit? Man, there's nothing that has a good supply limit around here. So we'll split up. We'll move these guys over here. Alright. We got that one down. We will begin sieging Ratibor. Meanwhile, the Planetary are getting a little froggy. I'm not sure where they're headed. Silesia, for some reason, thought that they should bring 7,000 guys to attack my 40. So that's fun. I'm enjoying that quite a bit. But, yeah. Alright. So, we got a new cardinal. Cool for us. Somebody took territory. Friesland took territory. Who did you take territory from? Oh, you got rid of Gelra. Alright, well, now I've got a CB on you. I'll deal with you later. And our boys are sieging down Ulm now. That's perfect. Who is Poland fighting? Silesia, Nuremberg, Ulm. Why are they in our war? I don't remember calling them in. Oh, they're in a separate war. What are you fellas doing here? Polish conquest of Ratibor. Sorry, bud. That's, we got that locked down. Can't have you grabbing land in the HRE, my friend. Alright, we can take the military tech now, and I'm going to. We're just about done with Ratibor, and then we'll have Silesia fully sieged, and we can move on to Venice. Venice only has 5 provinces, but unfortunately there's a few forts involved there. What are the Ottomans doing up here? Oh, that's right. Is this the game where the Poland is... yeah, Poland and the Ottomans. This is an unholy alliance right here. This should never happen. It is so horrible for the game balance that it's ridiculous. It's like France, Austria, and Castile all being allies. It's just ridiculous. Alright, so we got Ratibor down. Let's head down to Venice. Looks like Poland's starting to work on the army down there. What do you want to give me? Breslau and Gloglau. Well, I'm going to decline for now. And then I'm going to see what I can take from you without pissing off most of the HRE. Well, that would piss off Silesia. This is probably a bridge too far, yeah. But that at least cuts off most of Poland. And then I'm gonna have you give Moravia to Bohemia to kind of cut off Poland altogether. I might do that actually. And then money and reps. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. We just gotta get some more folks out of the war here. Ulm should be ready to get out. Not quite, but they will be as soon as they're sieged. They're all about to have no armies whatsoever. And Austria, give me some access there, buddy. Good news! Austria gave us access. Oh, fantastic. The Ottomans have the Gulf of Venice, so I can head straight to Venice. That's cute. That's cute. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Bum ba da ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum. Truce with Denmark has ended. Fantastic. Holy crap, we already have 77%. Oh, they must not have had much of a a garrison here. We shall see how this turns out. Speaking of, well, you still no vassalization for you. Well, it's irritating. I'm not gonna lie. Very irritating. Is this by me as well? No, that's Poland. Is this Poland? It is Poland. I got here a little late. Alright, let's head back up to our territory. We're just about done sieging Milan. And then we'll get all these guys out of the war. So let's sue these guys for peace. We just want money and reps. Is that what I'm doing here? War reps and money. Yep, that sounds good. Now let's peace out Venice. You don't want to peace out? Really? You don't want to peace out. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I'll just let you stay sieged for a while. That's fine. We'll siege down another province. Oop, I have hit the Diplo cap. So let's take the tech. Now they want to give me money on war reps. That's fine. Alright, so we're gonna head back up into our land. And how do you feel about my peace deal now, buddy? A little more money. Done. Alright. So now nobody's gonna want to vote for me because I just took a bunch of land from an elector. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm kind of okay skirting this line because you kind of need to not be the emperor at some point, so that we can become another what's the word? Religion. Yes. Let's core all our things. Breslau, Glogau, and Ratibor. We can't do quite all of them. Protect our brethren in Prague. Well, I'm probably not gonna do that just yet. I will take the manpower mission, even though I don't think I'll succeed at it. And then where? Ratibor. Konogratz. Yeah, we'll do Konogratz too. No, those are already the burgers. Breslau. Glogau. Yeah, that's a 1, so we'll give this to the clergy. Alright, so we got all 3 of our cores going. Alright, everybody, well, that seems like a pretty good spot to end the episode, so thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.